Hey, Mama Salina for African Daisy. And I don't know if that's you, but have you ever decided in the middle of the night, well, it's not in the middle of the night, in the evening, to make something? No, actually, I was watching this lady make cinnamon rolls and they looked so delicious. So I'm gonna try it. But I didn't have like ground cinnamon. So I have my grater, my happy little grater, and I have cinnamon sticks. So I decided I'm gonna, but it's actually working. There's like a wee little bit in there, you can see. So I'm actually grinding my my cinnamon sticks. I'm just making enough for myself right now. So that's the plan, folks. So this happy little grater, it's a microplane. I have no idea. I was actually given this. So, but anyway, it works phenomenal. I use it mostly like for my ginger. I put ginger in my coffee and I just like grind it in there. Grate it in there. You get anything you need to grate. I like it. So I use it a lot. So anyway, this is actually working, to be honest. This is not the most efficient way, let me just tell you. Cinnamon sticks, I mean, like ground cinnamon would be the best option here, which you can buy in the store. I just needed cinnamon sticks for something else, and so that's what I have. And so, anyway, I'm just gonna make enough that but that's the plan, folks. So that's the now. While that is, we're working on that, we also have to have some coffee with cinnamon rolls. I think that's important. It's a good combination of things. I know it's not breakfast, but I figured it's a good evening snack, and then I could have it for breakfast in the morning. Yes, yes. So in case you're wondering, I had to put a Band-Aid on because the grater really works. So again, this is not efficient in any way, but when you're in the middle, because we're traveling, we're not home yet. This is just where we are right now. You use things. Anyway, I got this. It is a hand grinder. So you put your coffee beans in there, and I actually threw a little piece of that cinnamon stick in there, and then I grate some of the ginger into there too, because I love ginger. So I do that, and then you just turn this puppy, just turn this thing just like that. It's not efficient, let me just tell you, or quick, but it works. It really works. So again, I believe in, like, you know, just the regular the automatic grinders. I believe in all that. It just happens to be that I got this, and this lid, it comes off and goes on. It's really phenomenal. And but anyway, I like it. It works for what I need. I can make my cup of coffee. I'm really the only one, generally the only one that drinks. In my family, I'm the only one that drinks coffee. So I just grind that until I get my enough beans, which doesn't actually take that long, but it's, you know, a little bit of a process. You just turn that. So anyway, and then we get our amount that we need here, and then heat our water. And so anyway, so we're getting that ready, and then, hey, so I got my stand mixer. Let me show it to you. Got my beautiful stand mixer here going with some butter and some sugar, and we just want to get that all mixed together here, nice and mixed together. And I'm using raw sugar, hence all the noise. So we're gonna get that all good and I'm gonna kind of create my own cinnamon roll dough here, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I have some, I also added some powdered sugar because, or just some like tannic sugar because I like the taste of it. And of course, eggs. And I like to get the sugar and the butter all like mixed very well together. And then add my eggs and then add the other fabulous ingredients. And then we just say yes. So we're gonna see how this all turns out. Because sometimes I like to just, baking is not always necessarily something that you can wing. You generally, there's like a pattern, there's like a, you know, a rule to follow. And sometimes, so anyway, but I'm gonna try this, see how this all goes, and see how delicious this is. Now I'm gonna add my flour. So add my flour here and see how this goes. Make it into a dough because right now we do not have dough. So I'm gonna add that. Okay. Yes. Definitely gonna add more of this. We are getting a dough-like consistency, folks. What we like to hear. And sometimes, you know, you just dump that in there until you get what you're looking for. And I love these, by the way, these large ball mason jars. I love them. I like them. I like them on my counter. I think they look nice. And they'll look really fabulous in my house. But I like them. Anyway, so yes, that's what I use. It is coming out nicely. Now it's still wet, and I don't really want it too wet. I actually want it not as wet. I want it a little drier. I think this is going to be amazing. That's what I think. Okay. But we're going to this a little longer. All right. And we're going to put some flour down here on the work surface. We're going to finish the process. Get our hands in this. Let's get this process how we want it. Yes. Just keep adding, folks. Just keep adding. So it's still a little stickier than I want it. So I could just add it in the mixer bowl, which would probably be a lot easier. Less messy, folks. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually take it out, add my flour here, and we're gonna knead this way. That's what we're gonna do. I've finish the process. Now, I think this would be something that, according to that lady, they actually chill their dough a little bit, and I think actually that would yeah, be amazing too. But I'm not gonna do that this time. I might do that at some point. Let me show you here the process. My head's not in it, but that's okay. Show you what I'm doing out here. So we're just gonna finish kneading this dough. It looks amazing. I hope it tastes as amazing as it looks, but it looks amazing. All right, now, unfortunately my cord does not have a proper home. Okay. All right, so then we're gonna use, because this is my home, my house, and I can. And because I do not have a rolling pin here, I'm gonna use the peanut butter jar. Because it's my dough. I'm eating this. And it works. I usually use some form of a jar. So, all right, we pour on that melted butter. Slather that around. Get that everywhere, folks. Good melted butter. All right, and then we add our mixture of cinnamon and sugar, folks. You gotta make sure my sugar is the same color as my cinnamon, but you do gotta make sure that you got like the right amount of sugar, not overwhelm it with cinnamon. So it's like a good amount. And then you can put as little, of course, as little as, or as much as you want. And I like it a lot. Yes, yes. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna try, of course we know that the normal process, okay, but we just want all that all over everywhere, don't we? Yeah. Uh-huh. All right, folks. Yes. Then we roll it up. Just gonna roll it up very nicely. Look at that oozing out. Yeah. Yeah. Deliciousness. All right. And then we're gonna take our pan, and I think a bigger one will do. Oh, bigger or little, we'll see. All right, I'm gonna start cutting. I don't think it has to be perfect, personally. We're just gonna do our best. Yum! Look at that gloriousness. And we're gonna stick it in here. All right, folks. Right. There we go. All right. Hopefully these are as delicious, turn out as delicious as they look. I'm gonna jam cram them as close together as possible. Yes, yes, sirree. That, my dear friends. And then I don't think anything's wrong. We're just sprinkling that over top. There you go, folks. Hallelujah. The next process, after we have gloriously made our cinnamon rolls, they look so good. Now I gotta bake them. But I want to make a glaze. So I want to make like a coffee glaze for them. So that's what I'm going to work on. But I'm going to also clean up because I have this thing where I just feel like it has to be cleaned up. So with my coffee grinder, I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon in there and some ginger. And then I'm going to make like a real strong coffee. And then add it to, I think I'm going to make like a, kind of like a buttercream with butter and sugar and coffee. That's what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna beat that up and then put that on top and bake it. Yum! But I really have to clean up first. So that is what I'm working at now. And then we will get to making our icing to go. In here we have our, it's just powdered sugar, like your 10x sugar and butter. And they say this makes really good icing. So we're gonna test it out. Yum. Now we gotta add enough 10x sugar because we don't want it just to be like butter. We're just gonna mix that up and then we're gonna put that on top of our guys, I'm very excited about this. It looks amazing. So, oh, I almost forgot. I said I was making a coffee one, and I am. So I have my coffee made. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in there. And then I'm also gonna pour a little bit over top of the cinnamon rolls because why not? I don't know. I just think it'd be delicious. So, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna see how this all works out, folks. All right. Delicious. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I don't know if this is gonna work. I can just like smear this on here. I think it will. Okay. So, we're just gonna put this on here, folks. So anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this on the cinnamon rolls. Now I hope this tastes really glorious, but I also hope that I can remember what I put in here. Because I'm not actually sure if I know. We're just gonna like just to smear this on here. Well, folks, they're out of the oven. Now, they are so delicious. Excuse me. This, oh my goodness. I don't know. I think it doesn't look as glorious. You could put the cream on, or the topping on later so that it probably would look a little bit better, but it's so delicious. And I couldn't wait till they were cool. So they're all like crumbly, gooey gloriousness.